Hey, yo! Okay, alright. Zaki VR! Welcome! Thank you for the raid! What the fuck? You're gonna love this. You're gonna love this. Zaki! How are you, my friend? How are you, my friend? Welcome, Raiders. Wow. Hello. Welcome. What a start to stream. What the fuck? We still, I'm still not fully ready. We're still
coming on to me?
Oh.
5 months with the elevator streamer and community.
Hey, yo. Modest Anger for the 6 months and Pompey Ash for the 9 months. Zaki, how are you doing? What do you do? How was the stream? How was the stream? What were you up to? What were you doing? Oh man. Oh my goodness. Give me just like a second. We're almost ready. We're almost ready. It's like goats.
Boop.
Yes, I'm literally just dancing while we're waiting. Got me in a party mood. I need to sleep. Oh, I'm sorry. It'd be that way sometimes. Listen, my homie. I understand. I totally understand. You just finished stream. You got stuff to do. I understand you. So go take care of yourself. Thank you again. Well, this is so insincere. One sec. Thank you for the raid. What the frick, dude? What the actual frick, dude? I really appreciate you. And hey, if you just came in, my name is PETEdotPNG. We like to have fun here. We just started stream. Consider hosting. That's what Peter Ranth is doing over here. Tavius, Pompey Ash, thank you for the hosties. Zaki, we need to talk soon. I'm gonna send you a DM after stream. And if I don't send you a DM after stream, then I will send you a DM after stream. You feel me? I will do that. I'm actually adding that to my notes right this second. D the Zaki. That's a good note. That's a good note. Okay. Let me just go grab some water real quick and then we'll be ready to go, okay? How about I send you one? Hey, that works too. I don't want to forget. I actually have some things that I would love to talk to you about that I've just been putting off for the last month. So anyway, let me go get some water. I'll be right back. Alrighty, friends. Alrighty, friends. How about we get started? How about we get started? I love the hula clip. Thank you. It was a well, it was a redeem thingy that happens, and I mean, whoa, wait, Ash, you were there. You were there. You were there. Um. Anyway, let's get started. Let's get started with stream. This is really loud. Hi, welcome. Welcome to stream. Welcome to stream. I hope everyone's doing well. Zachy already coming in here with the big peepee. I think so, yeah. Yeah. Zachy already coming in here with the big old peepee. That's intense. That's intense. Also, I just got the DM from Zachy, which is perfect. I do need to head to bed, so I'll see you around. I DM'd you. I saw. Thank you, Zachy. I'll talk to you soon, my friend. Let's say hi to some peeps that came in. Let's say hi to some peeps that came in. Matt Lender, thank you for coming in. Welcome, welcome. Hizzy VR, hello. Where did the where I have a thing that like tells me. I have a thing. Hello Nightbot. Oh. Oh, never mind. All right, never mind. Never mind. Hi. Welcome to stream. If you don't already know who I am PETEdotPNG. The guy that does a lot of really crazy shenanigans. We recently made some upgrades in the studio. We now have all this. We now have all of this going on. We now have all of this going on, and I finally fixed my desk cam so that way it's actually focused to my desk, which is amazing. I love that. Um, Kelly, welcome. Hi, hello. Great to see you. Always great to see you. If you happen to be on mobile and you want to support the stream, but hey, you don't want to spend those buco buckos, well, you can also host the stream for freezies. For mobile users, I mean the thingies inside there, but you can press the share button and then host, or you can go to your if you're on desktop, you can go to your chat and slash raid not slash raid. Sorry, you can slash host, and that's how that goes. Schnoodly, thank you for the hosty, just like that. Follow Schnoodly's example. You know how to focus a camera. Ash, I don't appreciate the antagony so early into stream. My goodness. My goodness. Kelly, I hope you're doing great in the wonderful Canada. Um I have a stream for you today. Hey chat. Do you like content? Do you like content? That didn't work. You like content? We got some content today. I have a few things that we need to talk about first. First, before we get into the bulk of stream today, um, let me first present you with this. Let me first. I'm extra salty today and ready for snacks. Hey yo, we are not naming a cat, are we? We are not naming a cat. I like e-girls. You know what? You know what? You, I'm glad you said that, Matt. Maybe stick around for a little bit because I have something that might tickle your fancy. I might just on your balls, you know, it might tickle your fancy. Um, 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 um. I am losing track already. Hello. Let me first address something in the room, or rather in the chat. So if you go into the channel point rewards, I believe for the low cost of 10 channel points, you can tell us if you're vibing. So if you're vibing, go ahead and press that vibe button. Go ahead and press that vibe button. And if you're really lucky, if you're really lucky, I need to really fix this Zoom. If you're really lucky, Cooks, you're vibing. Modest Anger, you're vibing. Schnoodly, you're vibing. Let's go. Let's go. Pompey Ash is now vibing. I love the hula please. The hula please is fantastic. Kelly Shati is now vibing. What was I gonna say? Yeah, so I have a new channel point redemption. I'm trying to make more things that are interactable per se. And I started to think about it a little bit more so, and I think having just purely visual channel point redemptions are kind of like, kind of like it's good. It's good stuff, and I'm a very visual person, but I also need some sounds. You know, you need to you need the sounds. You need the sounds. I will point this out though, and I told myself I wasn't gonna talk about this on stream, but I'm gonna say it anyway. So we have a secret command now. You know, there are hidden commands that are within my chat that if you type certain words, things will pop up. Blanked. Thank you for vibing. Thank you for vibing with us. Um, ah, not that. Not the come button. Not the come button. You're not that one. Not that one. That was secret for a while, and I kind of forgot that that happened. But we do have secret commands now, which is Major Buko Poggies. E-girl. Ooh, ooh, Tavius. That's a good idea. Maybe I should make an e-girl. Maybe I should make an e-girl one too. Hmm. That's not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea. But what was I saying? Yeah, we have a secret command. So if you ever figure it out, oh my god, the was not working. The what is like so unpredictable, my dudes. The what is so freaking unpredictable. Let me fix it. Let me fix it real quick. So that way, if somebody comes in here and they're like, what's going on? They're not told misinformation. We don't like misinformation around here, unless it's coming directly from my mouth. But I do have some information for you, and it pertains to actually some socials. Not my social security, but like it does have to do with socials. Today we try snackies from 7-Eleven. Yeah, all right, cool. Hopefully that takes. Hopefully that takes. Scam, yes. Roller skates, dude. I need to. You know, I should. I've been thinking about this for a while, but like, if I could ever figure out how to do an IRL skating stream, I totally would do it. Do y'all know that I roller skate? I used to have a TikTok that was dedicated to just me roller skating. Okay. And I know I'm saying that and you're probably like, "What are you talking about? What are you talking about?" Well, let me show you. Let me show you. And this actually segues into the next thing that we needed to talk about anyway. But, oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Why does TikTok just automatically play? Why does TikTok just automatically play? That's so freaking annoying. Holy shit. Okay. I think I've showed this on stream before. I think I've shown this on stream before, but if I haven't, then oh my god, how do you pause? How do you pause? How do you pause? How do you pause? Is that really loud? Chat, is that really loud? I think that's really loud. Let's bring it about here. Okay. All right. Let's check this out. So this is my old TikTok. This isn't relevant to an announcement that I was gonna make, but look at me.
Hold up. Drop it like it's hot.
Let me actually show you my favorite one though. This was my favorite. Oh my god, that's so loud. I'm so sorry that that's so loud, chat. Yeah, I used to roller skate. But here, let's talk about. Today we try stuff from 7-Eleven. What happened? Wait a minute. Why does it correct itself? I'm looking at this in the chat now. Why does this correct itself? That's bizarre. Okay, but let's talk about something. So this morning, I hit a milestone. I hit a milestone, and I know it's not that big of a deal in the grand scheme of things, you know. And I know I make like rookie numbers as you know, compared to a lot of other TikTokers. But this morning I hit 200 followers on TikTok, and I'm really happy about it because I mean this. I mean this when I started uploading on TikTok daily. I post a TikTok every day. When I first started uploading onto TikTok, I I was sitting at about I think like 25-ish followers, and then a month later we're now at 200. I'm really happy about that. That's really fucking cool. That's really fucking cool. And this is what I noticed too. That's a lot of fucking notifications. So I want to talk about the TikTok that I actually just uploaded this morning. Okay. I want to. Oh, we're at 206 now. When I checked, it was 200. Oh shit. This morning, your boy went. Holy shit. Yeah, I was gonna say your boy went low key viral just this morning. I'm kind of scared to click on this. So I'll show you the TikTok, and then we'll talk about something with it. Okay. Let me show you something. Let me blow all of. You see this? You see this right here? You see this right here? Deodorant. Okay. Why is the analytics thing? Do this. You do this with it. Right? What? Just whatever. Yeah, that. Maybe use some of this. Maybe use some of that. You know, let me show you something. Okay. So, let me first address something. You see this? You see the graph that's right behind me? When I was talking about deodorant, I happened to be talking about hypergamy. And I think Ash, right already, with the is already being like, what the fuck, Pete? I was so last stream, the last stream that we had, which was on no, not the last stream, but last week Sunday. I mean, fuck, what is today? Is today Sunday? Last week Wednesday. We did a stream about like the weird world of like the manosphere, and we were talking about how ridiculous a lot of misogynistic views are just being like thrown at so many young developing male minds, right? And I was basically making fun of it all while trying to educate. Now, when we were talking about specifically what was it called again, the pussy cartel, their sexual economic theory of the pussy cartel, which is commoditizing am I saying that right? Commoditizing, the sex, and I won't get into that. I highly recommend you actually check out the stream. It was a very fun time, and even though it sounds triggering, I guarantee you it was a good time. And yeah. Anyway, I'm not gonna defend myself on that. Just go watch the VOD. Now, this is the last comment that I saw pop on here. The last comment that I saw on here. Let me see this. I don't understand what you're talking about. I was like, thoughts and prayers to your armpits. Okay. I noticed that a lot of the comments that were coming up were actually not had nothing to do with the deodorant. Had nothing to do with the deodorant, but we're talking they started dissecting the graph that's behind me and referring to it as a meme. And I think that's kind of troubling. I think that's kind of troubling that my point was about using deodorants and trying to not be stinky, and people were instead were trying to defend the graph that was above me. That is problematic. That is problematic to say the least. Hi Jesus, welcome in. It is problematic to say the least. But there was a bit of a debate. There's a bit of a debate, and what I want to close up in this TikTok. Well, my thoughts on this TikTok. I think this just goes to show myself. This is a lesson to myself and also to just like other content creators, I suppose, that you know sometimes it's not even the meat of what you're trying to say, of what you're trying to express. People will just take every little pixel that is within your content and just put it under a microscope to start trying to defend hypergamy of all things. Of all things. I'm a bit sad, but these lovely faces in chat make me happy. Jesus, I'm glad that you came in. We're just kind of vibing. Can we get some hugs in chat for Jesus? And you know, Jesus, if you feel up to it, if you're feeling up to it, we do have a new channel point redemption called Vibin. When you're feeling, you know, when you're feeling a little bit more chill, when you're feeling like you know, you're getting into, you're really settling into chat, consider pressing the button. It's a good sign, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. All right. So let me talk about something else. Let me talk about something else. Okay, one last thought. One last thought on the TikTok. Like it I just don't want to be known. I just don't want to be known as the guy that is trying to inseminate into the minds of the developing that this is okay. That the point that is not that I'm not even bringing up. The point that I'm not even bringing up. I don't want that to be expressed in a positive light because it's not. It's antiquated. All right. Hi, Dewey. Hi, Dewey. Welcome in. Welcome in, young Dewey. I was talking about how we just hit 200 followers on TikTok and how the TikTok that I posted this morning just went viral. We are sitting at 10.3K views as a 4 hour, like, I uploaded this thing 4 hours ago. That's actually kind of insane. That is like actually insane. Okay, let's move on to happier topics. You want to talk? You like? Hey, chat. And this is, you know, it's almost scripted. It's almost scripted. Hey, Dewey. Dewey knows what I'm talking about. Chat. You like? You like cannabis? You like weed? Any spark uppers in chat? Any spark uppers in chat? Any spark uppers in chat? On Friday, Pay Money Wubby, a large streamer that I watch, a larger streamer that I watch, Eater. Ooh, meth? No, no meth. No, we don't spark up meth around here. We don't spark up meth around here. Okay. Sorry. Anyway, I mean, hey, is there even responsible use of meth? Is that even a thing? Is that a thing that you can do? I have no idea. I have actually like no idea. I'm missing the point. So on Friday, Wubby opened up his stream talking about like dirty bongs and like how smoking out of a bong is recreational meth. Okay. He said that smoking out of a bong is disgusting. It is disgusting. And how he has never been passed a clean piece, right? Well, let me disparage that thought for just like 2 seconds. Look at I honestly just want to take the moment to do this. Look at Doom Snails. Doom Snails posted this on the Pay Money Wubby subreddit. They clean their bong 1 to 3 times. First off, claps for a clean bong because they actually keep that shit clean. And they posted this because they were trying to be like, listen, not every bong smoker is gonna have a dirty ass bong, right? Not every smoker. I mean, Adderall and working in kitchens. Oh, dude. Oh, dude. Oh, dude. I feel that. Not personally, but I understand it. I do understand it. So, why am I talking about this bong? Well, first off, I just wanted to point out that they keep it clean, and plus it's a really nice piece, I gotta say. But but I smoke out of a bong every once in a while, and it's not something that it's not something that I keep dirty. Like my cousin. So my cousin happened to every single time he wanted to spark up with me. And this has happened on stream like a while ago. I believe the last time he was on stream was my subathon a hot minute ago. But he always kept that shit dirty. And even young Dewey has like roasted him on this. The homie would not okay. My weed smokers, my homie, my cousin, my family and blood would literally change the water maybe every couple of days. This guy was taking rips out of a dirty ass, crusty ass, moldy ass freaking thing. he was smoking up in disgustingness. His water was almost always gray. Like that's that like and he would pass this to me and just like, "Oh yeah, yeah, I just cleaned it." What do you mean you just cleaned it? When you cleaned it like what? Like a month ago? Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. And this actually segues into the next thing I was going to say. I recently learned out that's how you get lung infection. Exactly. Exactly. And like, so even, my God, his was probably so gross if she had one. Whoa, wait, what? My homeboys wash their pieces after every use. And as you should. As you should. I love you, cousin, but clean your bong. Exactly. You know what's funny too? The cleanest I had ever seen that piece was when he moved back to LA, which was about like a month ago or so. It was about a month ago. He cleaned it, and and I mean this. It looked this clean. It looked this clean. However, the the entire time, it looked like a cross country truck that just went up and down through across the border from the US up into Canada, go through all of the mountains and then back onto the East Coast and then circle about around. It was so crusty. It was so crusty. And this actually segues into the next thing I was going to say, which is I learned that a lot of people moves to LA, has to clean bong to get through customs. Exactly. That was the only thing. Oh, Schnoodly, you have a great nap. You have a great nap, my homie. Take two. You have a great nap, my homie. I recently learned that I guess the media is trying to spin vape use. I'm going to take this off the screen. The media is trying to project tobacco use as a gateway drug into they're trying to project. Wait, hold on. Shit. Fuck. I just noticed this now. I am so sorry if you were my non-sub homies. I know it doesn't even matter because they can't even hear me. My non-sub homies, I am so sorry. I just noticed the ads now starting. I just noticed the ads now starting. I am so sorry. Wait. That's not true. That's not true. That's not true. That's not true. Ignore that. Ignore that. Ignore that. Ignore that. Ignore that. I am not doing push-ups. I am not doing squats today. Subs are not equaling subs and squats and push-ups. We're not doing that. We're not doing that today. Where is the? How do I disable this? How did I disable this? I don't want to work out today. Please, please. I've been a good boy. Please. Get rid of this. Get rid of this. Get rid of this. Get rid of this. Get rid of this.
Are you coming on to me?
Oui, tu dis-le-tu.
Oh, oh, Neos, that was so close. That was so close. I almost had to work out. Holy shit. Could you imagine me doing physical activity? Hell no. Hell no. Hell no. Okay. Holy shit. Hi, Icy. Hi, Icy. Hi, Senpai. Wait, hold on. Hold on. A bunch of people just came in. A bunch of people just came in. You know what? Hold on. Let's start the stream all over again, okay? Let's start the stream all over again, okay? The music was so intense too. I know. I know. I know. F? Are we effing? Did I F? Did I F? Did I F? Did I F? And also, Neos, thank you so much for the Amazon Prime. The Prime, dude. The Prime. Also, Tavius, I don't think I thanked you. I don't think I thanked you, but thank you for the 100 biddies, my homie. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. But let's start over. Let me just quickly review what I've said already. So we now have a new channel point redemption. If you feel like you're vibing, if you want to vibe with us, go into the channel point redemptions, and then there is a new button called Vibin'. Dangerous Dolly's vibin'. Dangerous Dolly is vibin'. You effed a small one for me. I do F a small one. Hold on a second. No, I don't. Wait. Hold on. Wait. No. Wait a minute. We F sometimes. Oh, okay. I see ICN wants to QA now. I see ICN wants to QA now. Well, while this is going on, while you're coming in my ears, let me tell y'all, homies, we just hit 200 followers on TikTok, which is cool because literally a month ago when I just started posting every day, I only had like maybe 25 followers, and I've met some really wonderful people from just the last month that I've been on there. Like, for example, Holy Spirit activate. Oh my god, do you really want that? Neos is one of them. I've said this before and I'll say it again. If you like Apex Legends, if you like a genuinely just nice dude that is great for just chill late night vibes. I say late night vibes because I hope this isn't doxing you, my homie. I hope this isn't doxing you, my homie. But I recently learned that me and Neos live on the exact same island. And I figured this out because I did a little bit of creeping on your TikTok, and I realized that some of the places in the background, my little Tismo brain. I'm also going to talk about my autism test results too. But my little Tismo brain noticed little things in your background that I was like, I've been there. Wait, I know where that is. So I say late night because he streams around like I think like 10 p.m. my time, which for all of you is literal fucking degen hours. Like you're not it's hard. But if you have insomnia like so many of us and you happen to be up, go drop him a follow. Go check him out. He's a great dude to hang out with. I know I turned on Young Dewey to him as well. Sleuth Pete. Listen. Chat really flew by. Chat really flew by while I was trying to explain this. Is Doom Snails here by chance? I didn't notice. Is Doom Snails here by chance? I hadn't really looked. But Dolly, hey, hi, hello, welcome to the stream. I can hear your beautiful voice now. Yeah. Okay. What was I saying? What were we talking about? Oh, weed. We were talking about weed, dude. Okay, so if Doom Snail 7 you beautiful human being. I didn't see a resub, but I see 7 is continuing the gift sub that they got from Rizzoli? 7, I hope you're doing well. Okay, but even if the Doom Snails aren't here, I was talking about how look at how clean their freaking pieces. That is very admirable. Oh, now I remember. Okay, so I was reading that that the media is trying to spin vape use as a gateway drug to weed now. And I find that kind of interesting. I find that very interesting because I honestly don't think that it goes tobacco use than weed. And I will admit that my experience is probably different than some people. I don't want to say all people, but from some people. I was very against tobacco and like nicotine specifically for a long time because like my mom smoked when I was growing up, and well, I was a dare kid. If that means anything to you, I was a dare kid. So I was taught that like all drugs are bad. Drugs bad. You should stay sober for the rest of your life. Be above the influence, as they say, right? Well, I thought it was gonna kill her, and I would actually. Oh, this is so fucked up that I think about it now. Like I used to draw her pictures of her dead, and I'd be like, "This is what happens when you smoke cigarettes." I literally did that. I'm not making this up, and I feel so bad. I feel like I might have traumatized my mom. I swear, if I ever find one of these drawings, because I'm sure I have one in a notebook somewhere, right? I will show you. Wow. I know. I know. I have tobacco. Ain't wait. I have. I hate tobacco. Can't even have vape with nicotine. Yeah. Now I will get into this. So around the time that I made my film Monsters and Men, feature length film. Let me catch you up to speed. If you're just joining me, if this is the first time you've ever saw me, if you don't know anything, literally anything about me, um, I used to be a filmmaker. I made a film called Monsters and Men. We watched it during the subathon. Now you're caught up. When I was making that film, um, the antagonist of the film happened to be 18, and I had this vision for the character that he smoked cigars, and the actor was just like, "Yo, I smoke cigars," so being around him, thinking that it was cool. Oh my god, this is not making this is not making a good case for myself in terms of peer pressure. Um, being around him while we were filming, I I just started like, "Hey, do you mind if I try?" And that's how I got into nicotine. And unfortunately, and this is gonna I'm outing myself here, for 2 years from the age of 17 up until about from 17 to 19, I didn't buy cigarettes. No, no, no. I didn't buy vapes. No, no, no. I would smoke Black and Milds. You know those cigarellos that you can buy at a gas station? I had this weird perplexity for buying those. Propensity? That's the word. I had this weird propensity for buying those because they were only 79 cents a pop and they got me real addicted. So, what was I saying? Gateway drug into weed. Now, I smoked weed far before I had ever touched any nicotine. And that I think that that's a similar story to some people. I don't know, but I think that the whole vaping, going from vape to weed is just this jump of like, no, it's not like you start smoking nicotine then you go to weed. It's like that classic thing of like weed is a gateway drug into heroin. No, people who smoke weed don't do heroin right after. There are other causes in there, and to generalize it as being like, hey, you're doing this thing, so you're probably going to do this thing. No, look at the other causes and effects. That's it. That's the only point I wanted to get past. Hey man, hey man. For me, it was primetime cigarellos. Ugh. Honestly, the thought of just a straight up cigar now just makes me sick. It just makes me sick. Like actually sick. All right. All right. Now what was I saying? Do I want to talk about that? No, no, let's move on. Let's move on. We do blunts, white owls, ADHD. I know I see. My ADHD is in full force today. Okay. This has nothing to do with what we're doing today, but I just felt like I would share something with you. Okay? So, this morning, I was taking a poopy, much like I do when I first wake up, and I was scrolling Reddit, and I happened to find this post. I'm vacationing in Hawaii, and the skies are the darkest I have ever seen in my life. This does not compare to the real astrophotographers out there, and I was able to capture this with my phone. This photo right here, I know this is creepy, but I checked the metadata, and this photo was taken on the island that I'm from, which is Kauai. And when I saw this, it kind of instilled this sense of awe for me. It instilled this sense of awe because the skies are literally that clear. Where I'm from, like we don't have a big city within I think like 300 miles. Like we don't have a big city. We don't have a lot of light pollution. So when you would look up in the sky on a clear night, you could really see this. You could really see this, and it really just took me back. You know, have any of y'all? I'm just curious. Have any of y'all like taken photos of the stars and stuff? Maybe not to like this caliber, but have you ever just went stargazing? Have you ever just went stargazing, Lanikia? Yeah. You'd never see something like this in LA. Yeah, that's true. Wait, Senpai, wasn't it you that was it you that was talking about seeing stars, about wanting to see some stars when you're in Hawaii? I'm not sure if that was you or if that was someone else. Maybe I might be remembering that incorrectly, but like to see something like this on the island that I live on now, I need to drive a good hour and a half out of my way to the very tippity top of the North Shore, and that's the only place that I could even see just a fraction of this. Even just a fraction. The stars are so beautiful. The stars are so beautiful. Laniakea from the Big Island. Oh, beautiful, beautiful place. Been to a couple larger telescopes, one dark sky area. Love it. Love it. I haven't been to a real planetarium in a hot minute. And, I know on Thursday, I was like, I wish we could go into the planetarium. As it turned out, after ended stream, their next planetarium show wasn't happening until 5 p.m. And I was disappointed about that. And I wasn't gonna stick around the museum long enough for that to happen. So it was Emmy. Oh, it was Emmy. There you go. It was Emmy. I know, like I have homies. I have homies coming out to Hawaii, and I'm scatterbrained. I'm just scatterbrained. But I really want to go to my local planetarium. Ash, do it. Do it. I was talking just last week about how like I need to take myself on more dates. Like, do y'all do that? Do y'all do that? Like you go out and you like sometimes well, maybe maybe this isn't the case for those of y'all that aren't single, but I think it's really important to take yourself out. There is no stigma. There's no real stigma against like going to a movie alone, going to eat at a restaurant alone. There's nothing wrong with that. Like it's all perceived. What's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? You're gonna step out and everyone's gonna point fingers at you. It's like, oh, they're all alone. No, no, you're vibing. You're vibing. Tough to get a ride to the planetarium, TBH. I don't drive. Yeah, that's problematic as well. That is problematic as well. There's a story about LA residents calling the observatory because they were scared about a large cloud that they could see during a power outage. Yo, people from LA are dumb. Should I say psych? Nah, nah, nah. No one to kill my vibe. Exactly. No one to kill your vibe. I did recently. Okay, I'm breaking off on a tangent, but I learned that there is a guy in Japan. I don't know if you other Reddit if any of the rest of y'all go on Reddit as often as I do, but there was a thing on r/videos recently about a guy who is paid to do nothing, and I know that sounds deceiving, but like all he does is accompany people. He gets paid to accompany people so that way those people that way those people don't have to be so alone while they're being alone. Does that make sense? Like there was a story about this girl who is very sensitive to the sun. They're very sensitive to sun rays and such, and they hired this dude to accompany them to an island to this like island festival because they didn't want the pressure of being with people that they actually know getting on her case about being so sensitive to the sun. She wanted to go with somebody that has no information about her. But I'm gonna admit, and maybe this is just the loneliness setting in, but I understand it. Like I get it. I do understand why you would want to do that. You know, sometimes you want to be alone, but you don't want to be lonely. There is a difference. There is a difference. Young Dewey, how do you I would imagine because you don't drive that you get around everywhere on a little cloud. Like Dragon Ball Z. I don't remember which character, but like they're sitting on a cloud and they just like float. I imagine that's you. I imagine that's you. Is that how you get around Dewey? Is that how you get around Dewey? When I'm not feeling great, I tend to run away from everyone I love. I get that. I do get that as well. I do get that as well. I kind of I sometimes when I get overwhelmed, I'll kind of just shut out like everything. It does happen, but you know, I think it's healthy. I think it's healthy to take time alone. Now, don't alienate any take two. Don't alienate anybody, but you know, don't alienate anybody, but don't ostracize them either. Ooh, ooh. Sorry, I just got a text from Remy. He's texting me about business stuff. Hi ferrets. Hi ferrets. There's a mod here. There's a mod here. I set that in here so that way everybody knows in the chat like, hey, behave. Behave. Ferrets, I was just, you know, I was just talking about your bong. If I hadn't, well, yours and Kaylee's bong, but like I already closed the tab. I'm not gonna reopen it. But we were talking about how clean and how like healthy y'all approach it. Like you keep it clean and like 1 to 3 times a day, right? 1 to 3 times a day. Ah, I just bit my lip. I just bit my lip. Yeah. Okay. All right. I want to bring something else up as well. I saw this. We are almost done with all the things that I saw on Reddit this morning. Okay, we are almost done. But I wanted to point out one last thing, because it had me thinking. It had me thinking about a recent event. Mini skirts are so fun. Like, oops, my ass is out. And then Cryptic responds with, imagine guys did this. And we're just like, hee, my balls are out. The double standard. The double standard. The double standard here, right? Oops, my balls are out. This reminded me of a very recent event. Let me pause the music. This reminded me of something that happened last week Thursday, okay? Last week Thursday. Before I get into anything, before I move any further, the following of which that you're going to see is directly from our homie, ICN. I was on her stream on Thursday, the last Thursday, right? We were a bunch of e-girls. Something that I did, which is not captured on film anymore, is the fact that I, at some point during the stream, was like, hey, chat, you want to take a look at my bussy? And then I stood up, tried to show off my little fishnets. I had fishnets. They're very cute. They had spiders on them, bro. Okay? So I stood up. I wanted to show off my little leggies, my little bussy, right? And she proceeds to censor me. And this is the direct result of that. Do I not mean...
Pete, I can't show your asshole on stream.
I'm not showing my asshole.
I
You
could
literally
see a cavern.
A cavern. A cavern. I'm pretty sure you're just looking at my fishnet ussy. Now, what is a fishnet ussy? What is a fishnet ussy? ICN asked me that just last night. The fishnet ussy, chat, if for the uninitiated, is the little crevice in between the thighs that isn't quite the ussy or the bussy, okay? It is that point where it's all bunched up and it's all nice and... I don't want to describe my bussy as nice. And it's that area that is grayed out in terms of sensorization because it's all bunched up. You're not going to see anything. But there's the perceived sweet spot of like, I can show you my busser, but you're not actually looking into my busser. So I just wanted to point that out. That, and also this, been intimate with, that I have a higher butt crack than any of their other partners. So I have been told this by at least 5 individuals. The area, you know. And when you hear it from 5 individuals, this is, you know, it's like 9 out of 10 doctors support this. Well, it's like that.
9
you know,
out of
I
10
have a
buttholes.
consensus. We've taken the survey. I've heard this multiple times. So, I outed myself. I self-reported on her stream talking about how I have an unusually high butt crack. I've heard that from I have heard that now from 5 different individuals. So when you've heard it from 5 other individuals besides yourself, you start to wonder, do you actually have a high butt crack? Now, I tried to explain this on stream, on her stream, but I will explain it here, okay? It's my platform. I can talk about my butt crack if I'd like to. We're still talking about my bussy. I'm sorry. My crack goes a solid like inch higher than the average person. If you were to look at the average male back, you would notice that there's the waistline, there's the waistline, but and the crack is like below that, it's underneath. Mine does not. It goes a solid like inch higher. So like no matter what I do, I am I am more ten. I have a tendency to wedgies. I have a tendency to show crack at the gym. Like it's not a good relationship, but it is something that I have to deal with. Not all ailments are visible, as they say. Except for in my case, it very often becomes visible. But all ailments, not all ailments are visible. And that's all I wanted to say here, okay? That's all I wanted to say here. Chat, do you have a high butt crack? How is your butt crack doing? Does it sit where it's supposed to? Does it sit where it's supposed to? Oh, I saw that we effed for a moment there. I saw that we effed for a moment there. I have a dumper, but my crack is normal. Hi, mermaid. Mariana Trench crack. What, me or you? Because if it's me, that is very true. It goes down real deep. It's the deepest crack in all of the sea of Bussy. Okay, it is there. It is wide. Wait, wide, long? It's long. It's girthy. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm taking this too far. I think it's where it's supposed to be, but now that you asked, I don't actually know. See, if I could, I would show you my butt crack so that way you can see how much higher it is than the average person. And at that point, Ash is like, I've had enough. I just have had fart. I've had enough. I'm lurking. I'm done with the conversation. Pete OF? Hey. I mean, maybe when I retire. Hi, mermaid. Oh my god, Icy coming in clutch. Hold on a second. Was this written about me? Wait, Icy. Was this written about me? What the fuck? All right. Let's read this. Mods Pete is trying to show us his ass again. Hi, Tone. We're just talking about my butt crack. Welcome. Fuck. Yeah, perfect time. Impeccable timing. Pete.buck. Okay, not a real thing. Let me read this Reddit post that was just linked to me. What is a normal butt crack size? My ex broke up with me months ago. I swear to God, if this was written about me, I'm upset. And I've been working on being able to be open to finally start dating again. A month before he broke up with me, he noticed my butt crack was really long. Okay, this isn't about me. I always built him up to not just because I wanted him to feel good, because I genuinely believed all the corny things I told him daily, like you're hot, I love your butt, you have a sexy body, I love your lips, etc. Well, now I'm realizing he jokingly, or may not have jokingly, made a point out my fat and shortcomings, and I I have now added this butt crack comment. My God, I'm struggling here. To my list of insecurities, and now I'm scared to date and have to show my apparently long butt crack to someone else. My butt is naturally big, but I'm starting to shape I'm starting to shape it with going to the gym, and even though I feel better about my body in general, I can't get the long butt crack comment out of my mind. Please help. I can't show a pic, but it's an actual thing? Holy shit, this person did the maths. Crack. Longer the butt crack, more cocaine you can fit in it. Tone, I love the way you think. Tone, you are a person of class and great sensibilities. Ooh, wait, hold on. This actually, I was gonna mention this earlier. I mean later in the stream. But I recently learned a really good compliment. I learned 2 new compliments for somebody. Okay. I learned if you okay, instead of saying to someone's like, "Wow, you're really great. You're really good at that," you know, instead say, "You are exceptional." Doesn't that sound just so much better? Doesn't that just sound so eloquent? Doesn't that just hit your ears with that buttery notes of like, maybe I am. They used a big word on me. Maybe I am exceptional. Well, God damn it, you are exceptional. You are breathtaking, chat. Each and every one of you in your own way, because at least you don't suffer from long crack. That's all I'm saying. Compliments are great. Exactly. Bitch, I know. Mermaid's like, I'm a bad bitch. And we love that energy. We love that energy. We love it. You don't know. You don't know. We don't have long crack. That's true. I wasn't ready for this much validation. Tone, it's this back and forth. It's the vibe here. We go back and forth between me roasting chat and me loving you. So it's like this back and forth. It keeps you on your toes, you know? It keeps it spicy. Much like sticking a jalapeno up your asshole, it keeps it spicy. Why did I say that? I don't know. Let's move on. Icy, thank you for linking this. Thank you for linking this. I appreciate it. Pete is like a Sour Patch Kid. Sour than sweet. Bro, this needs to go away. Why does this keep popping up? That is not the case. Please. I beg you. Stop this. Why is this still going? Is this on a timer? What is this? Okay, it's disabled now. Wait a minute. Chat? Would you like some toys? I'm just realizing this. Chat, would you like some toys? I'm realizing now that I should probably give you some toys. There you go. You go have fun. Now. Oh! Gotta go have dinner. I'll be AFK, but here, thinking about your long... Excuse me? Hello? Oh my god, that was so well done. My chat's really good at that. Okay. Now you have your toys. How about... It's time, chat. Get your exclamation point comes in chat. Come. It's time. Amigo's like, ah! Oh God. I've every time I feel like Every time I feel like stream...
Are you coming on to me?
This just in. Now that we have toys, here's a disruption just as you were about to say something. Thank you. I appreciate it. I do appreciate it. And Toad plays! Oh, that... Wait, hold on. I'm sorry. Let me try that again. I appreciate you, home. This mic doesn't actually work. I always pretend... I like to think that it's a real mic, but it's not a real mic, unfortunately. It's not a real mic, unfortunately. I broke it a long time ago, which is why it has a bunch of duct tape on it. I'm sorry. It just be that way sometimes. Okay, anyway. So, today, you ready for some content? We finally made it an hour through. Now we're done talking about my bullshit. Now we're done talking about my bullshit. You want some content? So today, exclamation point wha. Today we are trying a bunch of foods from the Hawaii 7-Eleven. Now what makes a Hawaii 7-Eleven very different from most other, like, gas station-esque mini marts and shit is that here in Hawaii, because you don't really need to fill up gas, because filling up gas is not a very common thing that you actually need to do here, even though we have a bunch of gas stations, where they focus their efforts is actually in their food. So, today we are trying a bunch of snacks. What's really cool about Hawaii's 7-Eleven is that their food is actually pretty fire. And there's only one thing. There's only one thing in this entire mishmash of foods that I've actually tried before. But the last time I had it was, I think, about 4 years ago. So it could have changed. Who knows? Who knows? Fimple! Sorry, I get excited whenever I see Mr. Fimple. He has that effect on me. Maybe it's the, maybe it's the smolder. Maybe I don't know. I don't know what it is. But there's something that gravitates me towards this man's. So if you haven't already, for the love of goodness gracious, for all that is lovely in this world, go check out Mr. Fimple.
Hold up.
On top of snackies, though, we are bringing back something that I was gonna say we did a long time ago, but it's actually only been about a month. It's been a little under 2 months, but we are bringing back the cursed vending machine. And what I'm realizing now is the last time that I tried to get this overlay to work, it did not actually work out at all. So hopefully it works. Hopefully it works for me. Let's see. Let's see if this works. I'm just gonna make this test poll. Let's see. Hopefully this just works. Open up pop-up. Ooh! Oh gosh! Oh gosh! What's going on? Mustache! Wow. Oh, did I do this wrong? I think I might have done this wrong. Just keep entertaining yourselves, chat. Yes. No. Okay. Let's see. With any luck, this should just pop up. With any luck, this should just pop up. No, it's not popping up. Okay, I need to fix something. We gotta fix. I gotta do. Wow, you can prepare all you want. Oh yeah, press the vibe button if you're vibing. Also, Emmy, thank you for the hosty. Welcome in. Welcome in. I'm just fixing something right now. We're about to get into a 7-Eleven snacky tier list. We're about to get into a 7-Eleven snacky tier list. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, I see why. It's because the browser source is just not working. I see what's happening now. There you go. Now it pops up. You'll love to see it. You actually love to see it. Okay. Don't vote in that. Don't vote in that. Don't vote in that. That was just a test just to see if that would pop up. I just wanted to see if that would pop up. If that would actually work. Okay, cool. Cool. Welcome. Go to 7-Eleven when we're visiting Hawaii. Oh, we will. Emmy, I'm doing this just for Emmy. Everyone else, close your eyes. Look at all of these snacks that I got from 7-Eleven for this tier list. Look at this. And we're not just trying out snackies from 7-Eleven. We're also trying out drinkies. This is Thai tea. This is made in Hawaii. I haven't tried this before, but I figured why not try this on stream with us, right? Along with the snackies, right? And then we have plantation iced tea, also made in Hawaii, 7-Eleven brand. Pretty cool, pretty pog. And what I'm actually really excited for, we have Milky's melon tea. I don't think you can see that very well because it's keyed, but this is a Milky melon soda. A Milky melon soda. Who thinks of this stuff? So cool. So cool. So we're going to get into that in just a little bit here. We're going to get into this in just a little bit here. But I do want to address, because, you know, you need to give credit where credit is due. I believe that. I strongly believe that. Where I even got the idea to do this stream actually stemmed from something that ICN didn't even think about. She didn't even think about it. She just did it. She just did. You're absolutely right, Jen. I need to take a moment. Hey, you like water, chat? I'm so dyslexic. I read Emmy's name backwards. That's why I said Jimmy. Holy shit, my brain. We're so wet, chat. It do be that way. Emmy, you're absolutely right. Pog Melker's tea. Exactly. Anyway. So, ICN I don't think she anticipated inspiring me in this way. But when I was on her stream on Thursday, she pulled up a video of 7-Eleven in Japan. And I would like to show you, not the video that she showed, but just a quick little walkthrough, because I mean this. I mean this in that, like, I've been to Japan, okay? I've been to Japan. I've been to the 7-Elevens in Japan. And while they are they're at a different class. They're a completely different store in themselves because they're just so poggies. There is a lot of similarities between Japanese 7-Eleven and Hawaii's 7-Eleven. It's one of the, I guess it's one of the perks of being stuck in the middle of the ocean, having Americana and Japanese culture it's just constantly clashing like that. Maybe clash isn't the right word. Melding, you know? So I wanted to kind of just show you just a quick video of just this particular individual walking through, and just we can kind of just take a look at what this looks like. Just look at this. Already off the bat, look at the selection. Look how clean it is, bro. US 7-Eleven is ass. It is true. It's completely different. Yeah, exactly, senpai. Exactly.
So you usually wouldn't see a like current events board and the shopping carts. This is kind of like a nicer tier 7-Eleven.
So what's cool is that even here in Hawaii, I'm gonna be a pause Andy, I'm sorry. Even here in Hawaii, you can buy fresh flowers like this. Probably not as nice, but this is also an option. The 7-Eleven I was at last night, for those of you who are in the Discord and you saw me post the picture of all of these snacks, I went to 7-Eleven I was about to say 7. I went to 7-Eleven at 12:30 a.m. just technically this morning, and they still had flowers available in the middle of the night. That's so cool.
Something that you would normally find is this hot water section. You could use this for tea, for noodles. There's also this drinks trash bin. Usually you don't find this type of trash bin in America, so I thought that was pretty cool.
It is cool.
So this is the anime section of this convenience store. So there's two
No
ways animes kind of
shot. They have an anime section too. The one that I was at in Japan didn't have one.
The company has a bunch of their best animes in one book and then updated weekly. So the newest story is updated.
One Piece spoilers.
magazine
Don't look away.
every week,
Look away.
along
Look
with
away.
the other stories and
One
the
Piece
anime
spoilers.
magazine,
Look
which
away.
is super cool. Just looking at the cover and all the different animes, including My Hero Academia.
Look at that. Look at that mishmash of just. Ooh.
So cool. Other than those magazines, there are also magazines that people read for gossip about their favorite celebrities and stuff like that, as well as these magazines where you can buy the magazine and get a product. It's usually like,
What the fuck? How many of y'all remember gaming magazines that would come with a disc with all the demos on it? This is that, but a whole palette of lipstick. That's so cool. You wouldn't see this in the US. Are you kidding me? Demos. Yes, dude. Yes, dude. Let's continue.
like a bag or like makeup, stuff like that. I don't really think you see that in America. Something worth noting. So when it comes to bread, there's a wide selection to choose from. Donuts, apple pie, chocolate whipped cream, cream cheese pancake, French toast. As you can tell, there's a lot of different kinds of sweet. Usually if there's any meat added, it's
Ones that had a
like
CD, yeah.
sausage or a hot dog type meat. One thing that I think really sticks out in the bread section is the jams. So there's a whole bunch of jams, a whole bunch of jellies, butter, spreads. For all
I
these
want
different
jam.
brands. Readily available.
I want
locally,
jam.
So you could buy them $2-3. The next up, you got your juices. You got your vegetable juice. You got your regular everyday juice. You even have your 7-Eleven exclusive juices, which are all pretty good, and everything's
I just
cheap.
did a dab. This is bad
Tapioca
for me.
only $2,
I know.
which is
I'm sorry. You're
unheard
just
of.
gonna get
It would
hungrier.
Definitely be $5-6 at least. We got a bunch of different coffees from Starbucks, hazelnut.
Okay, I know I'm probably asking this to a deaf crowd. However, have any of y'all ever tried a Sakura latte? Like, this was something that was even here in Hawaii. I don't know if it ever made its way to like the mainland US, but the Sakura latte that you could get from Starbucks. This is something that we had temporarily at the Starbucks that I used to you already know. I worked at Starbucks, okay? Let's move on. We had the syrup for just a little bit. It was so cool. Oh my god, cherry blossom with steamed milk, bro. It was it kind of tastes like a very sweet plum, like a very sweet plum with like this hints of a berry aftertaste. It was so good.
Strawberry, again, $2-3.
Milk.
So this is the packaged food section. So when you're cooking and you want to add to your dish, there's different chicken, potato.
This is it's literally like a mini supermarket. These 7-Elevens are like mini supermarkets. It's so cool.
Potato salad, salmon, boiled octopus, squid, burger, miso and
Burger.
other soups, soba, which I love.
Yo, we have that here in Hawaii too.
And we got some frozen stuff like this takoyaki, which is basically like a squid ball. We got pastas, noodles.
Yo,
We got
I
a whole
have
bunch of
literal
different ice
pasta right next to me
creams,
too.
Ice cream cones. Got this mango ice bar. They also have these like grape ice balls. Super good. Definitely recommend if you ever come to Japan. Okay, so alcohol. Most convenience stores sell alcohol, at least in the countryside. I'm not really sure about more city environment. The drinking age is 20 in case you're wondering. But yeah, a whole bunch of wine, sakes. We also got a bunch of different types of beers and
Whoa.
drinks to mix with sake. This is strong zero, which is honestly similar
I'm
to
not a
like
fan.
Mexico.
I'm not a
Bunch
fan
fruit
of
flavors, just super
beer,
sweet.
but this looks
Pretty
so
strong.
good.
When it comes to the beer, the top right now is Asahi Super Dry. Definitely recommend if you come to Japan. If you want something.
I personally can't recommend that, and it's because there is a place called Shirokiya here in on the island that unfortunately they closed down because of the parallelogram, right? Well, they used to serve acai for $3 a pitcher, an entire pitcher of beer for $3. And my friends used to go there, like me and my friends used to go there so that way we could get wasted for very cheap. Well, it is because of that place that I can no longer drink beer. Because the last time I had acai, I had a full bowl of udon, and I went through by myself now. I went through 2.5 pitchers, and I did like for scale, it was like a pitcher this size, the size of this bag, right? But it's just full of beer. Well, I had a bunch of udon, and maybe about 2.5 hours later, while I was smoking a big old blunt with my homie, I had to pause the rotation because I upchucked all the noodles and the beer, and for that reason, I can't drink beer anymore. The smell of Asahi just disgusts me. Just absolutely disgusts me. So I can't do it anymore. I wish I could because it was good beer, but I can't. I can't.
Something a little stronger, I would also recommend this drink. It's basically lemon and sake, really good, really tasty. And right across from the drinks, there's these snacks to go along with them. Cheese, dried squid,
Alcohol
which is actually pretty
snacks?
tasty with stronger drinks. Just a lot of chewing. And some other dried foods, pretty nice. Alright, so this is the ramen area. I don't really eat a lot of.
Wait. I'm sorry. No. Okay. I was
Dried
wrong.
foods,
I was wrong. I
pretty
was like,
nice.
homie, I literally
So
have
this is
those
the
chips right
ramen
here.
area. I don't really eat a lot of ramen, but I thought I'd share because there's a bunch
But I
of
was wrong. It wasn't the
which I had and can
onion
confirm
rings.
it tastes like a
Salmon
UFO.
jerky? Yes.
This 7-Eleven actually had a whole Apple accessories section, which is super dope.
Homie.
Adapters, batteries, battery packs. I even found this 7-Eleven branded pair of headphones, which I thought was a little funny, and actually wasn't the only 7-Eleven branded product. There's actually a whole daily necessities line, complete with wet wipes, stuff for laundry like bleach, detergent, everything pretty good price.
My people that have to live and buy necessities, would you try any of these 7-Eleven like laundry detergents, skincare products? Would you try these? Would you try these? I will say, even at a convenience store in Japan, like this shit tends to be pretty good. Like pretty good. 100%, 100%. So you're going to replace your daily moisturizer with 7-Eleven brand detox facial detox. I don't know what I'm saying. Let's move on. Detergent, but not skincare. Yeah, I feel that. Because what's the worst that could happen with laundry detergent, right? Like it smells like a little stanky, or perhaps wait, never mind. Worst case scenario, you're allergic to the detergent. That does happen from time to time.
Price. I mean, we're talking $1 to $3 price range. Of course, we got toothpaste, mouthwash, other stuff you might need if you stay someone's house. And right next to the accessories was office supplies. So you could find anything from pens, notebooks, stuff like that. And then a bunch of other like miscellaneous stuff. So towels and like shirts. I'm not sure where they fit
Clothes?
in here, but if you lose your shirt gets
I know,
dirty or
Emmy.
something, boom, you got a towel, you got a new shirt. Just like that. And last but not least, we got the chicken, we got hot dog, we got all ready to eat stuff. Again, $2, super cheap. And
Yo, I had these corn dogs. I've had these corn dogs before, actually. They're fire. Fire, dude. Fire.
And yeah, dude, I definitely recommend trying this as well if you're gonna come here. So I got everything in my bag here. I ended up getting some water. the lemon sake drink, which was so tasty. I also
I
got
would
the
try
soft
that.
dog bun snack thing, and of course the grape ice, just so I could cool myself off in the nice weather. So I took a little different approach when editing this video. I try to do my best to show what I thought.
I hate to say this, and I'm not making. Let me make this clear. I'm not trying to make fun of him, but he looks exactly what I thought he was gonna look like. Based on the voice, he looks exactly what I thought he was gonna look like. Oh my lord.
Thought stuck out the most. Yeah, if you guys enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a like. I'm gonna enjoy my sausage and mayonnaise sauce buns, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.
Peace. Bro is high as fuck. High as fuck, you say? High as fuck, you say? Don't look at. No, stop. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. Yeah. Homies, you know what? Oh my god. You know what time it is. If it is legal in your state, province, country, state, country, province, city, town, household, I don't know. Exclamation points spark up. Oh, that was the wrong button. That was absolutely the wrong button.
Smoking marijuana song. We're smoking marijuana now. Smoking marijuana song. We're smoking marijuana now.
Stop looking at him.
Marijuana song. We're smoking marijuana now.
TK.
Smoking marijuana song. We're smoking marijuana now. Smoking marijuana song. We're smoking marijuana now. Smoking marijuana song. We're smoking marijuana now.
Cheese. Cheese and crackers. Oh my gosh. Spotify, hello? Spotify, hello? Spotify, hello? There we go. There we go. Oh, okay. Hey, chat. You wanna go through the tier list of snackies that we have? You wanna go through the list of snackies that you had? You heard him chat. He wants us to smoke and come. Yes, smoke then come. Don't come then smoke, because I guarantee you the come will be better after you smoke, not before. All right. All right. But here's the thing. Before we actually get to try out the snackies, I am bringing back something that we did about a month ago that I thought was a pretty fun concept, and I'd like to bring it a little bit further. I'd like to bring it a little bit further. So, join me in sneaking into the break room of a 7-Eleven really quick. Join me in breaking into a 7-Eleven and going into their break room for just a moment. Welcome to the break room. What's wonderful about this break room, and unlike the PETEdotMart place, is that there is literally no difference. Wait, hold on. Chat's all... Hold on. Chat was all doubled up. Welcome to the comm zone. Why did I say comm? Welcome to the comm zone. Chat, if this is the first time that you're joining me for the scuffed vending machine, this is how this works. Okay, this is how this works. We walk over to the corner that's right over there. Oh shit! Look, it's here. It's here. So how this works is I pull up a little peepo poll. And chat gets to decide what weird fucking mix of foods I'm about to try to really fuck up my stomach before we get to try any of the good shit. Okay. So how this works is I need to set up a poll really quick. What snack should Pete try? Your options are jam and egg. Well, actually, jelly and egg. It's labeled jelly on my side because with all of the times the little Eggy 666, if you don't already follow her, I highly implore you to go check her out. I believe if I just put in this,
Hates me again.
there you go. Go check her out. She's fantastic. But she unironically actually gave me the idea for this, for trying a jelly and an egg, because I love the way that she says jelly and egg. It's self-explanatory, right? And I was looking into this, and apparently it's something that people like. Like people like to put scrambled eggs and jelly on their toast. I've never tried it, so that is going to be an option here today. The one of the other choices right below that is cheddar and honey. Now, I was looking into this and I was like, that doesn't sound that weird. That doesn't sound that weird. But I tried to find like sharp cheddar, but I already had this medium cheddar in my refrigerator, so I figured let's try that out. Let's try that out. So cheddar and honey is also another choice. And then below that is something that I have never tried before, even though it's a very common thing here in Hawaii, and I guess other places too, like the degeneracy that people do to disrespect their rice. But some people like to have rice with ketchup. So I'm gonna be trying that out today. I made a little onigiri just for this. Um, I wrote ketchu. Hold on, that's not ketchup. Rice and ketchup. And the people poll is now up. Go ahead and stick a 1 in chat for jelly and egg, 2 in chat for cheddar and honey, or 3 in chat for rice and ketchup. I will let it go on for a little bit. Hey, my tummy is in your hands. My tummy is in your hands, dude. Let's see what the chat wants. Also, let me welcome in. Hi, Orenfell. Welcome in. Welcome in. I'm glad to see you here. Look at that little Peter farting on my roommate's door, you know. And I need morphine. Thank you so much for the hosty, my friend. Bad food combos? Yeah, we're doing this again. We're doing this again. The scuffed, disgusting ass vending machine. So you get to decide. You get to decide. I'll let this go on for a little bit. I'll let this go on for a little bit. I am gonna say this though, chat. Ya boy, me. Yes, me. I really need to go pee. So I'm gonna let this go. I'm gonna let the people poll go. I know I'm about to say the thing, but be good, chat. Don't act up. Don't act up. I'll be right back. I need to go pee. Vote in the poll. 1 or 2 or 3 or 4. What? There's no 4 option. Just okay. All right. I'm gonna be good. I'm trusting you. What the fuck happened? What the fuck happened? What did you do? What did you do? We actually broke it. What do you mean you actually broke it? What? We effed? Are we still effing right now? Are we still effing right now? I'm gonna finish the poll also. Actually, I can't finish the poll if we're effing. Are we effing right now? I see we're in the green. Can you hear my voice? We good now? No? We're good? Oh, okay. Well, at least it didn't F while I was, while I was actually here, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what the etiquette is with that. Okay. It looks like it's going to be cheddar and honey. Thank you, chat. Let me just say this off the bat. Thank you, chat, because I would much prefer this over rice and ketchup or jelly and egg. I would honestly really prefer this. But there will be another opportunity later, okay? So, let's how does this work again? How does this work again? We got boop 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 boop. Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay. All right. So, got medium cheddar. Got medium cheddar here. This shouldn't be that bad. Like, sure, the cheese is a little floppy. Cheese is a little floppy. It's been sitting well, it's been sitting on top of it was sitting on top of the hot salmon for like a hot minute, so that's probably why it's so floppy like this. It should be fun. It should be fun, right? So, medium cheddar, local honey. Even though it's not local, it's actually from California. Honey and cheddar. Oh, honey. Oh. Oh. Ew. Ew. This tastes like shit. It's like two completely conflicting flavors. Why would you want to do this with your body? Oh my god, no. Fuck no. What the fuck? I thought that was going to be the good one. It's like complete. So you got the sharpness and the creaminess of the cheese, and then just the overbearing sweetness of the honey. It just doesn't mix, dude. It just doesn't mix. Oh my god. I was kind of looking forward to that one too. You may put on too much honey. Maybe. I feel like honey should do well with cheese, but I guess not. I mean, maybe it depends on the cheese. It was, even at a medium, it's a little too sharp. I don't know, maybe like a creamy cheese, like a much creamier cheese. I bet it would work out pretty well. Okay. All right. Well, we'll see you later, Mr. Vending Machine. We'll see you later. That was a lot. It was a lot. It was actually a lot. I'm not going to lie to you. It was actually a lot. All right. So, it doesn't look like there's any employees here because we haven't been stopped yet. Which is a good sign. Or maybe they called the cops. I don't know. But regardless, we're now behind the counter. Hey, you need anything? Reminder, if you want to walk through that door, you want to vibe with us, we do have a vibe button now. So, Channel Point Redemption, vibe, to walk in the door and be helped. Have a personal connection with your customer service agent. You know what I mean? I can't even speak. Have a personal relationship with your. Never mind. I can't speak. Also, I noticed that chat's not even on the screen. I see you though, chat. I do see you. Isn't that such a cute emote? There we go. King skins and a lighter, please, sir. Oh yeah, of course, Dolly. Whatever you need. Oh no, the Zoom's not working. Well, that's just great. It's fine. It's fine. So let's start giving these things a try. Oh no, that's not working. Is the desk cam working at least? It is. Let me fix the window. I appreciate the patience. Hmm. Hmm. Oh, that's why. That's why. There we go. There we go. Okay. So, chat, would you would you like would you like me to go down the list basically starting off with like the chippies, or do you want me to start off with the drinks, or do you want me to start off with like the food? Which one would you like me to try first? Do you want me to crack open a drink? The options. The options here is I don't know how well you can see this. Maybe I didn't think this quite through, but we have chocolate. Well, I could just go through it. It's literally right next to me. We have chocolate sticks. Never had these before, but they look pretty good. It looks like it's covered in dark chocolate. Then we have butter baguettes, which are also, these look pretty good. Like they look like a little garlic breads. They look like little garlic breads. Chippies? Chippies? You want me to start with the tangas? I don't have any tangas. We don't sell those, sir. I'm sorry. You want some cancer sticks though? I could probably hook you up with that. Equally as bad for your health. Tangas are just as bad as for your health. You might as well maybe, I don't know. And then this is something I showed to Sly Fry last night, but we have watermelon churros. Watermelon churros. It looks like everyone's just saying chippies. We can just go for chippies. Yes. So, watermelon churros. We have garlic and onion rings, which look pretty fire. They're literally chromaing out. They're so good, you just hate to see it. It's just too good. It's just too good. And then we have these barbecue flavored snacks. Legally, they can't call these chips. They're like they're like little weaves. They're like little weaves. And then last but not least, we have these cheese onion rings, which seem pretty interesting. No, sorry, they're not onion. They're corn puff. They're corn puff cheese rings. Here, I can translate for you. I can translate for you. I'm an expert at Japanese. Cheese snacks. Cheese snacks. Cheese snacks. All look dank. Okay. Why don't we give the let me move this off to the side so you can kind of like get a better perspective on that. So let's try out these garlic onion mappa ring. Because why not, right? Ooh. Oh, it smells really good. It smells like okay, this sounds weird, but it smells like the crust of garlic bread. You know, like the garlic bread that you buy at the store frozen and then you heat it up and it's all nice and baked? Well, it smells like just the crust of that. Ooh. Oh my god. It's surprisingly sweet. What is this made with? Corn? Yeah, it's a corn based. And it's from this one's from Korea. Oh my gosh, this is pretty good. I'm gonna have a second one. These are pretty good. Okay, I need to seal this up. I brought rubber bands just for this. I brought rubber bands just for this so it can keep it closed. Okay, question is, where would I put this? Where would I put this? Like, S tier? Let me state this right now. S tier would be like, this is like a go-to snack. I walk into a 7-Eleven. This is one of those things that I'm gonna for sure be walking out with. I'm for sure gonna be walking out with, right? Now, D tier is like, I will never have this again. I don't want to try it. B is right in the middle. It's like it will always be a consideration when I'm walking into the store. So now that you kind of get like the basic gist of how I'm gonna be rating this. Now, would I buy this every time? Probably not. Probably not. I do think that I would be more inclined to to buy them, but it would ultimately come down to like maybe a 50-50. It would come down to a little bit more weighted on the yes side for the 50-50. So, it do be that way sometimes, but I will definitely be having more of those later. I literally had a second chip. It was so good. Now, continuing the if I hadn't just eaten, you'd be making me so jealous. Well, there you go. What did you have for dinner, Tone? I'm assuming it's dinner, I don't know. It is like almost 6 on the East Coast, or it is already 6 or 7. I don't know. I don't know time. I don't know time, dude. So these are the cheese snacks. The rings already look delicious. They honestly just look delicious. I'll take some peanut butter M&Ms. Yo, peanut butter M&Ms are so good. Also, hi Johnson. Hi Johnson. What time is it for me? For me? It is 12:45 p.m. It is the middle of the day. Okay, so these are corn cheese snacks. Sorry, you can't really see it. These are corn cheese snacks. They smell like a really, really cheddary, like, you know those, have you ever seen those baked Cheetos? They're like puffy, and their whole selling point is like, oh, we didn't fry them or however we normally make it. It's baked. Well, it smells like that. Ah, okay. I'm not gonna have a second one of these chips. Not right now, anyway. If you're concerned about waste, by the way, don't you worry, because I will be munching on all of this throughout the rest of this week. I guarantee it. I really hope that there's not a snack in here that I just hate. You know, that would really suck. All right, let's change up the vibe a little bit. Let's change up the vibe a little bit. So these are 7-Eleven brand buttered baguettes. Look at this. It's like they're like little little garlic breads. They're like little garlic breads. This is gonna be really sick. I'm realizing now that I should have shown y'all the texture. Oh, whoa. Look at this. Chad, just look at this. They're literally just little garlic breads. They're literally just little garlic breads. That's so fucking cool. That's so fucking cool. It was a sweet potato fries, tzatziki salad, like zucchini, and cheese patties. Interesting. That sounds so good. I love like zucchini pasta. I think zucchini pasta is like godsend. So good. Okay, let's give this a try. It smells exactly like that store-bought garlic bread that you can roast yourself. Dog. Dog. I cannot understate this. I cannot understate this. This shit is so... Oh my god. The perfect crunch. It's got like a perfect crunch to it. Oh, I didn't even rate the other one too. I'll do both. It's got such a perfect crunch. And it's like the right amount of buttery. Like as I'm swallowing this, you know how like with a lot of American snacks that like advertise like buttery taste, it'll leave like a bit of a like a film in your mouth. It's like really disgusting feeling. I don't get that from this. I don't get that with this. Oh my god. And look at this. They literally recommend sticking it in your sandwiches, and you can even eat this like cereal. Put it in your milk. Why would they do that though? Why would you put this in milk? Am I understanding this incorrectly? No. It says good companion for milk. What the fuck? Yo, you know, Korea gave us Samsung and all the godsends of technology that they have. So, you know what? If they're telling me to stick these baguettes into some milk, maybe I'll give it a try. I don't know. I don't know. So good. Okay. That is undisputably the number one. I would definitely get this. Like, if I'm looking... Ooh! Hello! Hi, Icy. You vibing? Maybe Alfredo, but milk? Maybe? Maybe? Like, I... If I'm understanding this correctly, and my admittedly, my hangul is pretty sloppy. That literally says milk. That says milk. I'm baffled. Okay, but yes, I would most definitely purchase these every time I go into a 7-Eleven. Milk. Yeah. I would most definitely. And then these cheese puffs. These cheese puffs, it's not even like I would do 50. No, no, no. In the context of this, I'm walking into a 7-Eleven. I got the munchies. I want a snack. This is not even, I would not even be considering this. I would not even be considering it. So we're going to move on. We're going to move on from that. But my throat is very dry. So why don't we give a try to one of these drinks? So we have Thai tea, which is it's a milk tea made here in Hawaii. We have Milky's Melon, which is a milky melon soda. And then we have a plantation tea. I've never had a plantation tea, but it seems like it could be a good time. I don't know. Let me adjust this just a little bit higher. There you go. What do you think? Thai tea is so good. Thai tea is normally pretty good. Chat, anybody else that wanna tune in? Chime in. Chime in. That's the right word. Chime in. What do you think? Milky Coom? That is Milky Coom, Icy. Try the melon milk. Milk melon. Okay. Why not? Why not? We'll try out the melon milk tea. The carbonate. Ooh, come. Okay, take a look at that. See that? That's coom. That's coom. If you're paying attention, that's coom. That's like actual coom. But it's carbonated. And it smells very good. It smells very, very good. Yo. This is pretty good. Is that a carbonated yogurt drink? Yeah, it's essentially a carbonated yogurt drink. But it's not like it's not real yogurt. It's not like actually like I don't think there's actual no. There's a little bit of milk in here, but it looks like it mostly comes from soy. That's pretty cool. This is pretty good. This is pretty good. But here's the thing. I would need to be in the mood for this. However, it is a strong contestant. It is like I would be like, hey, if I'm in the mood for milk tea, this is definitely a contestant. Most definitely a contestant. Some smooth jazz, spilky milk. Yeah. Welcome in, some smooth jazz. It's great to see you. Is there coconut milk? No coconut milk in this one. If you're just joining us, we're going through a bunch of snackies that I got from 7-Eleven here in Hawaii, because we have a lot of Asian culture here in Hawaii, so it kind of you get a lot of their products. You get a lot of products from all over. It's pretty cool. But yeah, I would definitely consider trying this more. What's really cool is that I have ADHD, so I'm not gonna have one fun drink. my ADHD homies understand what I'm saying here. You have the fun drink, you have the drink for energy, and then you have the drink for hydration, right? For me, I get to have 3 fun drinks for the next however long, which is cool. True, exactly. Straight from the source. Yeah, we got to hit them right at the source. Right at the source. Okay. Let's since we had something kind of sweet, let's keep going with the chippies. Let's keep going with the chippies. Now this if I understood the label correctly, this would be considered a alcohol snack. So this is one of the snacks that like they sell right next to the alcohol for you to be snacking on while you're all getting drunkies, you know? Let's give this a go. Look at that texture, bro. Look at that texture, bro. That's pretty neat. That's pretty neat. It's like a nice little weave of flavor. I wonder, okay, weird idea, but do you think Japanese chip companies have like designed this exact little serpentine pattern here? They designed this pattern because it hits your tongue in a certain way. Do you think that's what it is? Because I noticed that all of these, if you look into the bag, they're all a little curved. So that leads me to believe that you eat it by putting like that. It's so strange looking. It is. More crunchy. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's what it is. Reminds me of packing peanuts. I'm not going to lie to you, Senpai. You kind of took the words out of my mouth. This has the texture of packing peanuts. This is what I think packing peanuts would like not taste like, but the texture of if I ate one. You know what I mean? Peach! Hi. Welcome. Welcome to the stream. We're trying some 7-Eleven snackies right now. Going through a tier list that I concocted. It's great to see you. It's fantastic to see you. Aerodynamics. Johnson, you might be right on that too. More crunch, more aerodynamic. So that way when Sorry, let me try that one more time. Let's go. It's more aerodynamic. Chat, I'm not going to lie. That really impressed me. I didn't think I was going to be able to do that second try. I honestly didn't think I was going to be able to do that second try. That was actually pretty fucking poggies. Okay, anyway. But yes, more aerodynamic. The flavor's good, though. The flavor's good, though. I will say this. I think it would taste a lot better if I was intoxicated. I think it would taste a lot better if I was intoxicated. Because, you know, once you get a certain level of drunk or whatever your inhibition is, you start to kind of like, your taste buds just relax and everything tastes good, you know? Because everything tastes good. And this doesn't have like the most flavor in the world. It's like the Diet Coke of barbecue chips. That's how I would describe this, because it's literally called barbecue flavored snacks, right? I would describe this as like the Diet Dr. Pepper of barbecue chips. And with that, we are completely done with the savory snacks. Let me go ahead and pair this one up. Now, I think I would be inclined to have this equally as much as the these little garlic and onion rings. I think I would consider those barbecue chips in like the same capacity, the exact same capacity. Also, Peachy, thank you for the hosty. Thank you for the hosty. Now let's move into the very peculiar snacks. Do you want to do the watermelon churros first? These are watermelon flavored churros. Okay. Or the chocolate sticks, which are probably a safe bet. What do you think? Watermelon churros? Wrong direction. I don't know what to do with my hands. Sorry. Watermelon or chocolate? Watermelon? Watermelon? See the melons? Okay. Churro! Churro, let's go! And reminder, I got all of these snacks from my local Hawaiian 7-Eleven. Hawaiian, let's go! This is pretty good. This is pretty good. Okay. Me melons bring me all the me melons bring all the boys to the yard. Okay. Off the bat, these look like diseased rigatoni. These things look like diseased rigatoni. Oh my god! This smells like a fresh watermelon. Why does it smell like this? It's like... It smell... Bro, this is like fresh watermelon. If this... I don't know. I don't know how I'm feeling about this already. I don't know how I'm feeling about this already. Oh. Okay. Like, it smells like watermelon rinds, bro. Watermelon is overrated. Watermelon flavor isn't watermelon flavor with candy. Yeah, true. That's a good point. All right, let's give this a go. Let's give this a go. Oh, that was pretty delicious, dude. Oh my god, dude. No. No to this. No to this. No to this. Jesus Christ, no. There. I am no. Never, never, ever, ever, never. I want to make a whole nother category of just avoid this at all costs. That was terrible, bro. That was terrible. Okay, so next we have the chocolate sticks. And I'm already loving these already because look at this. They're individually packaged. You know, like a tampon? It's a little chocolate tampon, bro. It actually looks... I'm pretty sure they reused the wrappers, actually. Come to think of it, just look at the shape. Okay, I'm gonna move on. Okay, let's try out one of these chocolate tampons. It looks like a Twix. This just in. Chocolate tampons sold out everywhere because local streamer. That's true. That is true. That is very, very true. I have bought out. The local streamer is still at large. We're trying. Local authorities are on the case, but you know how that be. They got other people to catch, like drug offenders, and I'm not going to continue with this. Let's go back to the content. Chocolate tampon is actually an Urban Dictionary description for when you put the tampon in the wrong hole, wrong hole. Okay, let's try out one of these butt tampons. Whoa. Look at that. Look at that. Chocolatey. A little chocolatey. Okay, you know those okay. I don't know what they're called, but you know those those sugar wafers. They're like little wafer sandwiches, and they have you know, the butt tampon. You know, this is weird. This is weird. There's a bunch of butts on my screen, and lewdness, and I'm still eating a butt tampon. Okay. Anyway, as I was saying, you know those chocolate wafer? Not chocolate. I mean, they can come in chocolate as well, but they're wafer cookie sandwiches that are like it's almost like a, I don't know how else to describe this, but like a styrofoam-ish like texture to it. It's got a crunch, and there's like little kind of bits of frosting. I don't know what. Do you know what I'm talking about? Do you know what I'm talking about? Communion wafers? Not quite like not communion wafers. Oh my god, what the fuck are those things called? Hold on. There you go. They're literally called sugar wafers. You see this? You see this right here? Uh-oh, stinky. Like, this is what I'm talking about. It had the texture of these things. Does anybody know what these are? Does anybody know what these are? Does anybody know what these are? They're okay. It has the exact same texture of that cookie, but it's covered in decent, honestly better than Nestle, decent chocolate. Not bad. Has a bit of a corn aftertaste though, which I'm not quite sure how I feel. I don't know how I feel about that. But thankfully I have my carbonated milk melon drink. Those are my crack. Hopefully not your butt crack. I mean, if it was my butt crack, it would be very long and maybe it'd be a better bang for your buck. I don't know. Wait. That cookie honestly just looks like a chocolate wafer straw, just coated in more chocolate. Yeah. That's excellent. You took the words out of my mouth. You took the words right out of my mouth. Okay. Anyway, back to the snack tier list. I wouldn't get it every time. It's decent. It would be a 50-50. If I'm feeling chocolate, maybe. Especially because here's the greatest part. Every single one of these bags of chips cost me under $3.50. Every single one of these bags. I was shocked. I said, I'm sorry, I'm about to out myself. I'm about to self-report. I said in my announcement that I spent $75 at the 7-Eleven. The truth is, I only spent $51. I know. I'm sorry. I didn't, However, do you know how hard it is to spend $75 in a 7-Eleven for snackies? It's too affordable, bro. It's too affordable. Like, I literally, like, I didn't have to spend that much. It was insane, bro. It was insane. $51. Okay. I think it's time for another drink. I'm about halfway through this one, but I'm gonna keep sipping it. Maybe I can compare and contrast. We'll see. I'd almost call the FBI if someone spent that much at a 7-Eleven. That's what, okay, Johnson, wait, you reminded me of this. So last night, it was 12:30 a.m., right? And as I pull into the 7-Eleven, I'm ready to spend some buco bucks. I see a minivan full of undercover police officers park right next to me, and then just 6 of these boys just go directly into the 7-Eleven. And I had this thought in my brain. I'm like, what if they think I'm doing some shady shit trying to spend this much money at a 7-Eleven? I literally thought about that because true story, as soon as I walked in the doors, I asked the lady that was refilling the little stand that has like the fried chicken and stuff. We have that here too, by the way. The little stand, you know, the heating things in the racks. So she was like refilling that, and I asked her if she had a basket, and she looked at me like she had just like she didn't know what the fuck I was talking about, as if I was speaking a foreign language. Okay, as if I was speaking a foreign language. Why is it zooming in on? Why is it like this? It's very tight. Um, I asked her for a basket and she just looked at me like I was crazy. So I had to carry all of these snacks basically like in my arms, and I dump it out onto her counter a little bit later, and I was just like, "Well, maybe I'm just looking at her like maybe you should have given me a basket. Maybe you should have fabricated a basket so that way people like me who are trying to put on a stream in the morning can grab all their materials without having to make two trips." Have you ever thought about that? Have you ever thought about that maybe? Just a thought. Just a thought. 51 is still a lot for snackies, TBH. It is. It is a lot. But, and we'll see this in just a moment, part of the... Oh, that was a really loud popping pee. Part of the appeal of Hawaii 7-Elevens, because again, we don't have much of a need to be purchasing gas all the time. They have full-on meals. So right here is it's a slightly different take on a local common food, which is saimin. Think of it like egg noodle ramen, but fried instead. So they not really fried, like shallow fried. They just a lot of oil and it does the thing. Well, I've never tried this before, and we're gonna give it a try right now, live. It is still on the list. Yeah, it is on the list. So let's give it a try. Prices are jacked in Hawaii. It is. It is. 7-Eleven puts that together, puts together my Uber orders. Must be shocked. Yeah, probably. You're not wrong about that. So in this Simon, it looks like I said, it's egg noodles. Let's get some egg in here. We also have some fish cake, and it looks like this is some onion, some carrots, and what is that underneath? Oh, it looks like char siu, and then they have char siu in here. So let's try to get like a bite with kind of like everything. Just try to get like a bite full of everything, some egg stuff. Eggy. Nudes, exactly. Hmm. Hmm. I will say this, and this is sacrilegious, I know. It's a little too eggy for me. It's a little too eggy for me. There's too much egg in this. It's like it overtakes the flavor of basically everything else. I just taste onion and egg. And that's not like a very good that isn't good qualities in a meal. However, for $4.69, can you really be that upset? Like, can you really be that upset? It's decent. Next, what we have here is a pork adobo. Adobo happens to be a Filipino dish. It's think of it like slow cooked pork in cube form with a lot of like really sweet spices. It's not bad. In my experience, it's not that bad. But I've never tried 7-Eleven's version of it. I will say that this is not, it doesn't look the most appetizing. However, the fact that a 7-Eleven is putting together a bento that even looks halfway decent like this, not bad. Not bad. So it's a pork adobo with scrambled eggs and fried rice. I'm also going to state this, that this is the first time that I'm having pork in a very hot minute. Very, very hot minute. It's not bad. It's not bad. A little sweet for my liking, but it's definitely not bad. I will say this. I actually can't wait to have this later when I'm high. Now, question is, where would I stick this on the list, though? Would I go in and purchase this under the influence? Maybe. I would be more inclined to do this. It's more of an A tier. Not really a 50-50 like a B. And not as like, definitely going to get it. We're not quite there yet. We're just homies. We're just homies. We haven't gotten to second base yet. We're just homies. Now, this next one, I kind of want to save this one for last. This is salmon and tofu with multigrain rice. Look at how good that salmon is just inside of its case. This is from a 7-Eleven, and it looks that good. I am shooketh. I'm shocked even. That's pretty nice. That's pretty nice. I want salmon so bad. I feel ya. Well, live vicariously through me for just a moment. So, steamed broccolis, little broccolis. Let me try to get some of the tofu first. I'm a bit of a soy boy. I'm not gonna lie. I do really like tofu. This just in. There we go. Now we're at the drop. This just in. Tavius the One. I, Pete, go to first base with my homies all of the time. All of the time. That's right. You heard it here first on the only reliable news source for Pete News, apparently. The only one as well. Back to you. Doing the content, Pete. Back to you. The tofu's pretty good. Tavius, thank you for that. Tofu's pretty good. Wow. The salmon's a little dry. I can see that already. But here's a nice little bite with kind of everything. For dry salmon, that has a very good flavor. For dry salmon, that has a very good flavor. Where would I put it though? Where would I put it? I would put it in the same class as the salmon, the fried salmon. Not quite there, but it's not bad. It's definitely not bad. Now, before I eat this thingy, which is fried rice and loco moco. This is a very common Hawaiian thing here. Listen, Linda, do it fart? Oh, I should ask Linda that, actually. Now, I have... This melon milk is giving me the burps. This right here, loco mocos, is a very common thing here in Hawaii, which is literally just a hamburger steak, except for you add a sunny side egg on top of it. Now, you can already tell from looking at this egg here that that is definitely not a... It is a very much fully cooked through. And thank goodness for that, because I would not want a runny egg with anything I bought from a 7-Eleven. I don't care how quality it is, I do not want it. This isn't Japan where I can buy a raw egg and crack it into my mouth and just eat it, slurp it up as if it was nothing. No, 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 no. Now, what do you think? What do you think, chat? Should we do the iced tea or the milk tea? You're brave for eating gas station seafood you bought last night. I am. I am. We'll see how my tummy feels a little bit later. But here's the thing though. Seafood here is even in a gas station is very surprisingly fresh. I wish I could have gotten. They have these rolls that you can buy from 7-Eleven where you literally just roll it yourself. It's really quite cool. But they didn't have any last night because it was the middle of the night and they're actual quality. I wouldn't trust a gas station seafood. I'm in Maine. Yeah, I wouldn't do that. I would not do that. This is Hawaii though. Like it's like chances are the clerk probably caught that little sea bass on his break, right? It's probably pretty fresh. It's probably pretty fresh. I think we're gonna switch it up with the iced tea, and I'll save the Thai milk tea for later. Oh my god, it almost smells like it's fermented. It almost smells like it's fermented. Well, that's iced tea. It's literally just very, very standard iced tea. Because it does not meet expectations, because it does not meet expectations, I would likely I would put it in D tier. I miss gas station cracklins in Louisiana. Ooh, I bet that was good. I bet that was good. Okay, let's crack into this Loco Moco. I'm not much of a red meat guy myself, and feel like I should have also said that during the pork, but I'm willing to try basically anything for content. Food wise, let me make that clear. Food wise, I'm willing to try basically anything food wise for content. Because, like, worst case scenario, I just don't like it, you know? And very easily, I could find someone who does like it and that will gladly eat this food. Next stream, ass. That's not bad. That is not bad. Not bad at all. I'm gonna have one extra bite. This is not bad at all. I will say this though. For $6, this being $6, that would be the only thing really discouraging me from trying this all the time. Now, would I put it in S tier? Probably not. Probably not. Just because of the price. Just because of the price. I don't want to spend $6. If I'm going to spend $6 on a meal, so to speak, I'm not going to go to a 7-Eleven. I'm not going to go to a 7-Eleven. Now, this right here is kind of the main show in terms of the food goes. My ex used to get this all the time. She worked in a movie theater, so she would always get off like super, super late. And the only thing that was really open was 7-Eleven. So she had a lot of this. And I didn't try it then, but now I get to try it now. This is pork tonkatsu, which is it's a creamy ramen. And what I love is that I guess it kind of timed this all very well because like all of the food isn't like cold. It's very much like that temperature right before it hits room temp. You know, it's not bad. Like I feel it's definitely not hot, but I still get to taste all the accentuations from the heat. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? guess I'm twirling it. The big mark of good ramen isn't actually the dashi or the broth. No. The big mark for ramen comes down to the noodles. If it's quality noodles, then it's pretty good ramen. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Not bad at all. Sorry, something just bugged out on my PC. Not bad. Not bad at all. And the broth is fantastic as well. Would I put this in S tier? Probably. I probably would. It's very good. It's very, very good. Plus the flavor is all there. All that's left is the milk tea and the spam musubi. So let's try out the milk tea. The iced tea is very substandard. I'm only saying that because I just took a sip. Very substandard. It's almost like carrot juice. It's very, very orange. Oh, that's fantastic, though. That is fantastic, though. I would probably go for this. I would probably go for this. Intoxicated or sober, I would very much get it. It's very good. Now, I'm realizing that this is the issue with the musubi. I can't just take one bite. I would have to eat the whole thing because I can't seal it like the rest of everything here. That's the only issue. That's the only issue. So, let's take a bite and then I'll slowly snack on it. And then we're going to rate out. I have a few things that I have to say before we go. Where did the musubi just go? But I'll just tell you as I'm unwrapping this, my homies, I do appreciate everybody that stopped by. Musubi, more like mubusi. True. Very true. Not bad. I will say that the nori, the seaweed is a little greasy, but that's okay. That's not very good. That's not very good. Which really sucks because I used to. This is the spam katsu musubi, so it's made katsu style where you like bread it with well, Japanese breadcrumbs and panko. But it's just, I don't know. It's just it's not very good, which is very disappointing because like I grew up eating these ones. And the last time I had one was about 4 years ago. Well, that's kind of disappointing. I really hate to do this, but I'm probably going to have to waste this one, which really sucks. But that's okay. That's okay. Let's why don't we step outside? Why don't we step outside to close up stream? Ooh. I didn't even rank it. I would put it in D. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Not very good. Not very good. But my homies, thank you so much for joining me today. Oh, there's a tear in my screen. There's a tear. Let me fix that. There we go. My homies, thanks for hanging out today, and I appreciate everybody who's just been lurking, who's been chatting today, whatever it may be. Thanks for vibing. Um, and once again, I want to say to everybody who's been a part of me on TikTok, I'm just gonna rehash what I said earlier. Everybody who got me to 200 followers on TikTok, that's really awesome. And you know, I'm just glad that I'm glad that I get to be a part of some of y'all's days. I really appreciate just being a part of it all. So I love you all. Why don't we go find a homie for us to go raid out into, and we can go spread some love. We can go spread some fun, okay? How about that? And I'm also gonna pause this because this happened at the very beginning of stream. This happened at the very beginning of stream of Zaki raiding in. And it triggered something new that I set up, which is that it changes the basically it changes my scene to the dance scene, right? And that's something that I had only seen on Johnson's stream before. So I kind of wanted to do my own take on that. So it basically automates itself, but I'm getting beside myself. I'm getting ahead of myself and beside myself. The song that I played during that is actually a house remix of the old raid alert that I had for so long, right? And I just want to play that for you as we close up the stream today, okay? So this song is called May Yours. Fantastic artist. I highly recommend checking her out. She's fantastic. And if you like the old raid song, then maybe you'll like this house remix, okay? I love you all, homies. I hope you have a fantastic day. We're gonna go raid out. We're gonna go raid out and say hello to a new friend. Or maybe not a new friend, but a friend regardless, okay? So get your exclamation point sub raid in chat. Get your exclamation point raid in chat. I appreciate you. I love you all. I shall see you all very, very soon, okay? I will see you all very, very soon. Why don't we, let's, this dude has been recommended to me for the last couple of days. This dude has been recommended to me for the last couple of days. So let's go say hi to an actual new friend, okay? Let's go say hi to a new friend. Did that work? Did not work? Yes, it did. I love you all. Have a fantastic rest of your day. And, sorry, I'm realizing how loud this is. I love you all. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. I shall see you again on Wednesday. Okay? And I have some pretty cool content coming up for you on Wednesday. So I'll see you then. Join the Discord if you haven't already. And I'll see you in another chat or maybe around. I don't know. But either way, goodbye, friends. Goodbye, friends. Have a wonderful let me bring this back down. Oh gosh, come on. Is it gonna perfect? Have a wonderful day. I love you all. Goodbye, my homies. Goodbye. Bye, friends. Get your exclamation point comes in chat before you leave. Come.